Sega Visions, Volume 3. Winter of 1990-1991. Got Mr. Joe Montana on the front. Superstar Joe Montana scores the big one for Sega. Alright, table of contents. And we got some games here. Philios and Burning Force. Master of the Skies. We got the contents. Stormlord. This game looks pretty cool. Sorry for the glare over here, but I love the I love the reviews. It says here, battled awesome monsters by Aaron Van Stavern, game tester. Spent hours searching for magical treasures, even longer trying to use them. Trey Green, game reviewer. Jeez. Spent hours looking for magical treasures and then longer trying to use them. That sucks, man. But this game looks pretty cool. It's called Stormlord, and looks kind of, the glare is kind of rough there, but it looks very similar to Ghouls and Ghosts or Ghosts and Goblins. Looks actually really cool. I'm going to have to keep that one in my... And not only that, it's got 4 megabit. Oh, what the hell? Alright, we got the letter from the publisher. You know, we got over here DJ Boy, an ad for DJ Boy, which was it was a beat 'em up. I remember borrowing this from a buddy of mine, and he let me borrow this and what was that, Alex Kidd, and they were both very Japanese. I can even remember thinking that from 1990, but it was a good game. Only you can save Maria. And over here is the mailbox. Nothing too interesting, just a lot of I like your Afterburner and R-Type, you know, is there going to be another one? Yes, there's going to be an Afterburner 2. And this is pretty cool. Magazines don't do this nowadays, but over here is quizzes. You know, Populous, Budokan, and it's sponsored by EA. And what it is you answered these quizzes, and you sent them in, and here's 4 more on this side. And what you did was you answered them, and then you sent them in. And if you got them correct, EA would send you one of 4 games of your choosing. They'd either send you Centurion, PGA, or Road Rash, or Dark Castle. And, you know, that's pretty cool. Companies do not do that nowadays, especially EA. You try to get them to give you anything free this day and age. The Game Doctor. There's a funny question over here. Alright. One of the questions says, I was reading a magazine and it said that Sega has a 32-bit game machine in Japan and that a 32-bit is on the way to the US in a couple years. It is also said that there will be an adapter to boost the Genesis up to 32-bit power. Can you update this info? Here's the answer. Alright, here's the answer. They say, there is absolutely no truth to either of these rumors. The power of Sega Genesis is just now beginning to be realized. For example, the great animation in Mickey Mouse and the 8 meg power of Strider. If you want the straight scoop on Sega products, read Sega Visions. Look at that. So in 1990, they were already having plans on the 32X. Jesus. Amazing. Bimini Run. When I was a kid, I always thought that said Bikini Run. I don't know why. But the game doesn't look too bad, actually. Super Volleyball. Looks like the dude's about to take a dump. The obligatory Game Wizards ad. In case of emergency, dial that. In case you just have to get in touch with them. Like Joe Montana. Quarterback's another super game. Up here, there's a picture of Joe Montana talking to 2 game developers. You know, he's looking at the paperwork, kind of like he's helping with the creative process. Come on, just go out there and play football, Joe. We don't need you in here. I'm sure it was in his contract. Yeah, I'll do it if I can have some creative input. You know, I'd really like to have a point of view from inside the helmet. But I know 93 added that. This is really cool. free speaker offer. If you bought any one of these games, or any 3 genuine Sega Genesis games, which you were going to anyway, you got these speakers for free. These official Sega speakers that hooked right up to your Genesis. So awesome. God, I'd love to find a set of those today. Oh, there's some of Joe's creative process. Yeah, I'd like to have a huge quarter screen filling sprite of me talking on the phone aimlessly. Oh, there's Joe right there talking to some dude wearing hip. Look at them olive smugglers. Hey dude, I can see your balls coming out the bottom of those pants. Okay. Ooh, Mickey Mouse and the Castle of Illusion. God, what a great game. Amazing game. There it is. Genesis does what Nintendo don't. God love them. God love them. Big spread of their games. Dick Tracy. You know, that version was so much better than the Nintendo version, so gotta give them props on that. Not too horrible of a game. But still, I don't understand what the Dick Tracy fascination was in the early 90s. Cyberball. I love the beginning of this. The history of Cyberball reports that the first recorded instance of illegal bionic surgery on a pro football player happened in 2006. Damn, that was 6 years ago. I wonder what these football players are amazing nowadays, right? Because they're all bionic. Oh, Strider. Great game. But I love how cheesy the artwork is of this guy. How much more American apple pie could you get than this guy? Hi, my name's Flash Thompson. I'm your football quarterback. And Strider. I mean, Jesus, look at that. That is just, ugh. I've always thought that about the box work for Strider. Looks nothing like the character does in the game. James Buster Douglas boxing. You remember this guy? He beat Mike Tyson, and then Holyfield beat his ass in under like a minute or something. I don't remember, but yeah, that guy got some fame for nothing. The boxing game's not too horrible. Hellfire, Seismic Shooter, Shadow Dancer. What an amazing game that was. Great game. That was one of my favorites. I loved how they added the dog to that as a weapon. I thought that was such an innovative thing at the time. Still is. Renovations, Lethal Lineup. Yeah. Basically just hawking 3 other games, and then you can get a free poster. Sword of Vermilion. Wow, that's a great game. It's a game I need to give more time to. Definitely need to spend more time with Sword of Vermilion. Looks amazing. Some party line tips and tricks for Technocop and DJ Boy. Helios. Hear the bus outside or something. Damn, it's loud. Robo Kid. Look at it. His nose looks like a penis. His eyes look like balls. What's up, dick face? Back in the 90s, you could say kid on the end of anything and it would sell. Atomic Robo Kid. Sega Vision News Blast. Look at that 360 arcade game where you're in a fighter jet, F-16, and it goes 360. Turns around. Can you imagine how many kids puke their guts out in that game? Any idea? I liked how they added arcade games in here. Got Rome. Here's just some ads for some games. Rome. Junctions. Raiden. Nice. Little spread on Paperboy. Tells you about the game. This is for the Master System. That's one thing. Over in that question and answers, everybody's asking questions like, is there going to be an adapter for my Master System to update it to a Genesis? Like, you know, take my back. Is there going to be any backwards compatibility? No, man. You just got to buy a Genesis. Bite the bullet. People back in the day. Joe Montana football for the 8-bit. You know, and look, the alternatives were for 8-bit for the Nintendo football was 10-Yard Fight and Tecmo Bowl. And I gotta be honest, this looks so much better than both of them. So, you go, Joe. High point. This just highlights some of the people's high scores, which I'm gonna give some shout outs here. Let's give some shout outs to John Smale, 92 million on Air Driver, New Kingston, PA. Curtis Sal, Rambo 3, 9.9 million from Atco, New Jersey. Randy Kopecki from Minneapolis, Minnesota. From Great Golf for the Master System, he was 13 under par. Man, nice. What else we got here? Todd Bustillo from Cypress, California. Got 3 million on Thunder Force 3 for the Genesis. And old Carl Rizzo from Bergenfield, New Jersey. Got 2.8 million on Revenge of Shinobi for the Sega Genesis. You go, guys. Little shout out. New titles. Just showing you some new games coming out for the Master System. Rambo 3, Psycho Fox, Golden Axe, Alex Kidd, Monaco GP, you know, just a bunch of games coming out for it. And we got a spread here on Pat Riley's basketball, the strategy of it, which, you know, compared to, again, basketball at the time was double dribble. This looks pretty good compared to double dribble, honestly. Then we got the cards. Gotta love the cards. We got Future Cop, the Tiger from Psycho Fox, Odin, Robert King, Wonder Boy, Hockey Player, Pilot, the Beast, Hockey Player. See, and it basically over here just tells you where they're, you know, hints on the games. It doesn't tell you anything other like Rip and Rick, how his legend was that he surfed all the way from Hawaii to Australia. There's no bullshit thing, there's facts in there. But here's Pat Riley. Hey, Ferris Bueller called, said he wants his tie back. Harriet thought that was funny. And John Madden football. We got Niles Nemo and Sega Land. These things were so colorful. They epitomized 1990s pop culture. I mean, look at the colors, and I mean, it is just so laid out so early 90s. It's amazing. Man, a lot more quality than the, you know, the Nintendo Power version of Nestor and Howard. And here's a little rev your engines for arcade excitement. What's that? We got GP Rider. You and your buddy could sit on each side, and the realism was just unfathomable. Then we got here on the end, we got Thunder Force 3. Coming attractions to the next Sega Visions, issue 4. 688 Attack Sub, Fatal Labyrinth, which I have that game. It's not a horrible game. Then over here, Hard Driving. God, I have such horrible memories about this game in the arcade and at home. I had it for the computer as well. It is a nightmare to go over those loops, to jump. You never land it right, and you always crash. Bullshit. Hard driving. You're damn right it's hard driving. It's hard driving that motherfucking car. Anyway, alright, you guys. That is Sega Visions Volume 3, and thanks for watching, and I will have issue number 4 up here really soon. Thanks again.